not investing in poor kids costs us about 4% of GDP a year. A big chunk of that is, you might think, a big chunk of that is the criminal justice system. If we don't invest in poor kids, that's going to raise the number of kids that get involved in the criminal justice system. We're going to have to pay for prisons and all that. Actually, that's not the biggest thing. Welfare payments to these kids are that's not a major part of the cost. Bigger are the health of these kids, because they're much less healthy, and poor kids are now much more obese than rich kids, and they're getting more obese faster, so they're going to get more diabetes, and they're going to get sicker longer, and somebody's going to have to pay for that, right? And that turns out to cut probably a percent and a half out of our GDP each year, that just the health of these poor kids. But the other really important part of it is the lost opportunity, the workforce side of this. We're writing off 23 million potential workers every year. Mary Sue is not in a position to be a productive worker, and that means they're not, through no fault of her own, she's not going to be contributing to the. If you have a very simple-minded maker-taker view of the world, you say, well, she's going to be a taker. But Mary Sue's not responsible for that. Maybe her parents screwed up, but Mary Sue didn't. And this is the most important point I want to say. Helping Mary Sue won't hurt my Miriam, my own granddaughter. It'll help my granddaughter. My granddaughter will be better off. I don't just mean morally, I mean economically, materially better off if we also invest in other people's kids. This is not a zero-sum game. It's a positive-sum game.